Hey, my wonderful tarot lovers. I welcome you on my tarot channel where I do readings for celebrities and some famous world events. I was thinking on who should be my querent for today's reading, and I came across a piece of news where Brigitte Macron sued a famous American journalist that she revealed the untruthful information about her, that she actually went through gender transition and she was born as a man, and then she got this transition and she became a woman. And this information is very scandalous, but the problem is Mrs. Brigitte Macron, she didn't give any evidence that it wasn't true. And so I decided to look at this situation with the help of my tarot cards and ask the main question if Madame Brigitte really went through such a transition. It's quite an unusual question for me because I have never asked such questions before to my tarot cards. That's why I think it's going to be interesting, not only for me, but for you guys as well. So my querent for today is Madame Brigitte Macron, but I don't want her to sue me for this reading. That's why, guys, I'm going to do the reading for my former French teacher, Madame Brigitte. And hopefully my cards will show me all her secrets and all her shadow sides of her personality and problematic of her personality. So my querent for today is my former French teacher, Madame Brigitte. First of all, I want to do the reading on her personality to see what kind of person she is. And then I want to do the reading for her marriage, what kind of marriage she has. And after that, I will ask the main question. And in the end, I'll finish it with a short reading for her future. So this is my plan for today. Hope you're with me, guys. Please press like. It really helps me to understand that you like what I do. You like my readings. All right. So, Madame Brigitte, what kind of personality she is? Madame Brigitte. I have her picture in front of me, so I'm totally ready to start my reading, Madame Brigitte. First of all, let's see what's on the bottom of my deck, just to see the vibe, the general vibe of the reading. That's what I do before setting up the cards in triplets. I see the general vibe. So Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the card of stability, first of all, and second of all is the card of achieving something that you want, but with some problems, some kind of problems. Okay, what kind of person is Madame Brigitte? The Star, Three of Swords, the Chariot, and Eight of Wands. Her weak sides, the bad sides of her personality. Let's see what the weak sides of her personality are. Well, her weak sides. The Sun, Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Empress. Unusual combination. For the minuses, all the positive cards, but I will explain it later. And right now, the good side of her, of Madame Brigitte. Hierophant, Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Nine of Swords. Okay, now her main secret. Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, Six of Wands, and Eight of Cups. All right, what's the problematic, the shadow side of the personality is The Hermit, the Moon, okay, Page of Cups, and the World. Okay, all right. And the final triplet, the Judgment, the Strength, and the King of Cups. Okay, a very interesting combination, very interesting triplets I have here. So, but I'm ready to explain everything to you. First of all, I want to start from the very beginning of the general characteristics. First of all, we want to say that Brigitte is a dreamy person. She dreams big. She usually loves dreaming, and her dreams all come true because she works hard. She's a hard worker, and she does everything to make her every dream come true. And she's a good manager. She knows what she wants from this life, and she knows what to do to achieve her every dream. Like, as soon as she starts dreaming, as soon as she has an idea in her head, she starts making a plan on how to achieve it. And she always divides her heart and her mind. There were situations when she was thinking with her mind only, not with her heart. So she doesn't let her heart, her feelings interfere with what she's thinking, if you know what I mean. She is very strict and cold person. For instance, if she loves somebody, but this somebody doesn't meet her expectations, if he doesn't show her enough loyalty, she will easily cut him off, even if she likes him a lot. So this kind of person she is. She is not a very good mother. She is not a very good wife. Everything that goes with femininity, she doesn't do it pretty well. She's not good with it. She's strong and powerful. Sometimes she's acting like a man in some situations. That's why probably people have such thoughts in their heads, like she's not a woman, a real woman, because she doesn't show enough femininity in her. Everything that's connected with femininity, it's not about her. She's not like this. But she is a good mentor. She has a gift of persuasion. She knows how to work with the word, how to make people do what she wants for her. And sometimes she even mislead people. She makes them believe something that is not true. It's not reality. Like, she can deceive somebody. She has this gift, you know? Even if she's not right, she can prove her right. Anyway, because she has this gift of persuasion, she has a strong word. And I know that she worked as a teacher. This is where her husband met her. So this is probably her main strong point, her main advantage of her personality. And she thinks also that her marriage is her strong point, where she can get actually everything, where she can express herself to the fullest. Yeah, her husband is her main strong point as well, if we can say that. Everything that he can give her, she makes use of it to the fullest. What about her shadow side of the personality, the problematic of her personality? She's a little bit of narcissistic. What you see is what you get is not about her. You can see the nice lady who is ready to help, who can do like whatever to help you. Behind the closed door, sometimes she can even turn into a monster. She hides a lot. She's a lying person. She can easily look into your face and smile, but when you turn around, she can, I don't know, say curses your way. This is about her. Like, you know what I mean? The narcissistic person is the best description for what kind of person she is. And as for her biggest secret is connected to her private life, her preferences in bed. She likes to dominate. She likes to be this to show her strength even in this part of her life. She likes to dominate and she likes to hide it very carefully because she's scared that people can judge her. So nobody, even the closest friends, don't know about this side of her character, her personality, I would say. She likes to dominate and she likes when people can't do anything against her. When the people are the victims and she is the strong person who can solve what their destiny should be like, when all their lives depend on her. So this is what she likes. This is where she feels comfortable, totally. So actually, what we see when we look at Madame Brigitte is not what we get. All right? So this is all I wanted to tell you about her personality. Now let's look at her marriage life. And there I will ask the main question. So I know that her husband's name is Emmanuel. So I want to see what kind of relationship do Brigitte and Emmanuel have. What kind of relationship, what keeps this marriage together. So first of all, let's see what's on the bottom of my deck, just to see the general vibe. The Knight of Pentacles. It means that their marriage is quite stable and it's based on mutual benefits. So, what's Emmanuel and Brigitte's marriage about? What is it about? What kind of marriage do they have? 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and Page of Wands. What do Brigitte think about Emmanuel? Her side of the marriage. So 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. What does Emmanuel think about their marriage? 7 of Swords, the Sun, 8 of Pentacles, and 4 of Cups. Okay, let's ask what their sexual life is. What's their sexual life is like. 3 of Pentacles, the Magician, King of Swords, and 7 of Wands. And the main question, did Brigitte go through any gender transitions? Did she go through any gender transitions? Did she change her gender? Did she go through any operations? 5 of Pentacles, the Fool, 6 of Cups, and 4 of Swords. Interesting combination. I will comment on it later. I'll tell you guys what's about. And now let's take the final triplet. So the final triplet, the Hermit, Three of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. Okay, so first of all, as I've already said, that their marriage is based on mutual benefits. Madame Brigitte, she not only received some material status, but she also escaped some scandal with the help of this marriage. There was some scandal in her life at that point, and she avoided it, getting married her husband, Emmanuel. And again, their marriage, like what we see, is not the real deal. They keep everything under control, especially in front of public. I would say Emmanuel, he's a little bit of scared of her. He's definitely not the head of this family. And he doesn't take all the key decisions. She does all that. It's like everything happens the way she said it. And whenever he needs to make a serious decision, he needs to ask her first. And if she says yes, then he makes this decision, or he needs to get a good advice from her. But honestly, for Emmanuel, this marriage is also the way to escape something. He was very young when he got married to her. And right now, what's happening between them, I see that he's not faithful to her. And his lover is not a beautiful young woman, as we can suppose. His lover is sooner a handsome young man. Because I see the card of unfaithfulness, the card of cheating, the Seven of Swords. But around this card, I don't see any women, but I see a young man. So he is probably cheating on her with another man. Again, I'm talking about my former French teacher, Madame Brigitte. Okay, so poor lady, her husband is not faithful to her. But actually, I think she's not really like poor lady, you know. I'm sure that she guesses what's going on in her marriage. She understands. She totally understands and is aware of what's going on. And as for their sexual life, they actually have it, surprisingly, but they do. And they always prefer the third person in their bedroom, you know? And their private life is very hard and harsh. It's like a game of master and servant, if you know what I mean, right? So they like to humiliate the third person, or probably one likes to humiliate each other. So humiliation is the major part of their sex life. You know, they don't have a regular relationship as between a man and a woman. They have certain games that involve a third person in their bedroom, and it's like role games. You know what I mean? I don't want to put it straight into straight words. I just try to use as many metaphors as I can, you know, not to put it straight into words. And they keep it so private that nobody, as I've already said, like none of their friends, none of their relatives know about it. They probably have a special room in their house for games like that. So they hide it so deeply. But of course, it's explainable because people of their status, they just can't, let at least anybody know about it, because it's going to be a huge controversy for them. And the main question, if she went through this transition, honestly, guys, I see that Five of Pentacles and together with Six of Cups show us that when she was a child, in her childhood, she was depressed because of something. And concerning this topic, because I asked the direct question, she was probably not happy with herself. And she started her life from the very beginning. She made a deal with herself somehow, but my cards actually do not show any surgery concerning this point. She was unsatisfied on how she looked like probably when she was a child, but she had nothing huge like that. So now let's take a quick look on her future, on what her future will be concerning these rumors about her. So what's gonna happen to Madame Brigitte in the nearest future concerning these rumors about her gender transitions? Let's see what's waiting for her in the nearest future. So the first card is Knight of Wands together with Six of Cups, the World and Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands and Seven of Cups. Well, what I want to say is that people will still talk about it for some time. And here I see no evidence from both sides. Neither Madame Brigitte nor that American journalist will prove themselves documentally. They will just talk about it. And finally, it will be painful for Madame Brigitte, but it will finish in her favor. So she will win out of it. I think that her husband will help her in this. There will probably be more informational attack on her concerning this point, but she will be ready to repel on it. So her status, her communications, her own gift of persuasion, and her husband, they all will help her go through this all. So everything will be okay for my former French teacher, Madame Brigitte. Everything will be fine for her. Okay, guys, so this is all I wanted to tell you about my former French teacher, Madame Brigitte, and her husband. And hopefully you enjoyed this reading as well as I did. Please press like if you enjoyed this reading, and write a comment if you have something to say or you have another character for my future readings. And please stay tuned for more interesting readings. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. Take care.